In this report, we'd like to share with you how some of you may be able to retire early on $1,369 a month in Puerto, Morelos, Mexico.
Yes, Puerto Morelos, Mexico. Very good time. Very good one this time.
Thank you. Yes, that's very. The crowd yells. This is Dan of 𝗣𝗥𝗡𝗡.
from 𝗘𝗡𝗙 Venture.
And we're going to share our monthly expenses with you. It's been 30 days here, and we'd like to tell you how many Benjamins we've spent, so you can use it for a reference point. Of course, it won't be what you spend living here. You might spend more, and you might spend less. Yes. You'll have to come do an exploratory visit, but it's just a reference point for you. Mm-hmm. And I'll start out with the rent. We paid $600 in rent for a 2-bedroom apartment here in Puerto Morelos.
Yes, and it's including Wi-Fi, utility, water, gas. Yes, this everything. But if you stay here longer, like 6 months, you get the rent by $350.
Right, but you'll be paying utilities, and we figure you probably would save $100 a month or so.
Yes, you
by going that direction, long-term rent and paying your own utilities. So maybe you would pay $500 a month in case you want to come long-term. Mm-hmm. And as you know, you can get a 6-month visa. Many countries do, including Malaysia and America. When we come to Mexico, they just stamp us with 6 months.
Yes. And the next expenses is a taxi. Taxi is 465 peso, which is 23 US dollar. That is a taxi we use to go to the beach, or we walk to the grocery store, and then we come back with a taxi.
Yeah, $23 a month. Next one up is restaurants. We've spent 4,495 pesos at the restaurant, which is $224.
Yeah, we spend a lot. The restaurant here on the beach is expensive.
Yeah.
So we go out like almost like 2 times a week, you know, just want to enjoy the Puerto Morelos. So the bill is up.
Yeah. And so normally we would maybe go once a week to an expensive restaurant like that. And if we stayed here long term, we've only been here a month, we probably would head to the beach with some snacks and stuff and get that bill down quite a bit. So.
And we will get our own the umbrella.
Umbrella, yeah.
Yeah, so you will save a lot of money because we go for the beach club, and then we pay for the foods and alcohol and chairs including. So check out the video, the next video, then we'll show you where we've been, the most valuable beach club in Puerto Morelos.
Next up is groceries. We spent 7,614 pesos in groceries,
which is 380 US dollar for months. It's almost there. We spend about 100 US dollar per month in our grocery. Our grocery was a little bit high because Dan is very taking care of his health, so he have to have extra virgin olive oil, organic food. So the cost of the grocery will be higher.
Yes. Next up is snacks, 546 pesos.
Yeah, it's including the water and the juice, and because we use the 20-liter water, so we have to buy our container. It's about $4 for the empty, $4 to $5 for the empty container. So it's inside.
Okay, and that's and then personal items, which is laundry, I guess, 517 pesos.
Yes, we doing laundry, once a week. So it's about like 100 to 120 peso for each time, which is $5 to $6.
Yeah, so it's $26 for the month for laundry and a couple of other personal items.
Yes.
The SIM card for the phone, so we have local internet, and was 500 pesos, which is $25.
Yeah, it's about like 8 gigabyte, and then it's unlimited internet, and you can call to Canada, US, and Europe for unlimited.
And we spent 300 pesos on a tour, which is $15.
Yeah, because some of the beach club you have to pay for the chair, so that is a ticket for the beach club, so it's inside.
Yeah.
Last one is tips. Tips is 946 peso, which is about 47 US dollar.
Yes. Now these are all things that we generally spend money on every month, and so we put those down as living expenses, and they total $1,369. There was a couple things we think you could save money on that before we go on and tell you about some non-recurring expenses we had. But we thought if you went with a 6-month lease, you could probably save $100 a month, knock $100 off that, $1,369. If you bought an umbrella and brought snacks to the beach instead of going to the beach club, maybe another $80 to $100 a month you could save.
Definitely you will save more than that.
And then you would also save some money on restaurants if you did that. Instead of breaking and going in a restaurant, you have some snacks in your little cooler for you. So it's not unreasonable to think you could save maybe $250 or $300 a month by being smart about your beach activities.
Yes. Definitely.
Okay, so that would drop that down a couple hundred maybe, depending on your behavior. And that would be your living expenses. Now we want to talk about some non-recurring expenses we had, or optional expenses, and we'll talk about which each one is and what it costs. So as far as non-recurring business expenses go, we're not big shoppers. We're both minimalists, and Chung's very picky about what she buys for clothing. She'll shop sometimes for weeks before she'll spend $10, which is crazy. I have to go find things to do rather than follow her around the mall. But this month she did finally get herself to spend some money, and I bought something too. I don't remember what.
A t-shirt.
Okay, so it was 1,135 pesos for some things Chung enjoyed and I liked, and so that's $56 we spent on clothing.
It's clothing. It's these new clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we're not including the transfers. We were in 𝐂𝐿 for a week, and so we rode the ferry over and we took a taxi.
Yes.
And we're not including that in our expenses, because if you lived here, you wouldn't be doing that every month. So and that was 850 pesos, which is $42.
Yes.
Another expense we had, which we only have once every other year maybe, were some dental and some chiropractic expenses.
Yes, because I have my dentist in Playa, so I have to go back to check it out. So the cost to going back and to check it is one price.
Right.
Yeah, and then also have teeth cleaning in Puerto, Morelos.
And I went to see a chiropractor twice.
Yes, chiropractor twice. Yeah.
And so those totaled 2,650, all of that.
Yeah, it's 132 US dollar.
Yeah. And then alcohol, some of you don't drink, so we didn't want to just hide that in there. We pulled it out. It's 2,050 pesos.
Yeah, it's about 102 US dollars.
102 US dollars. So the non-recurring things that we don't do all the time and something that's optional, we've separated out for you, and that totals $334.
Yes.
But if you add all of that on, you're going to come up with $1,703.42. And so that's what we spent in Puerto,
Morelos.
Mexico.
And we're drinking Mexican coffee.
Yeah, and we're having nice coffee. By the way, the dentist, the chiropractor, and the landlord where we rented our apartment,
Yes.
we'll put links below for you. So click the more information link at the end of this in order to come find out where to see the dentist or the chiropractor or our landlord. And thanks so much for watching our video.
Thank you so much for watching our video, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Both our channels. It will help our YouTube to be grow, and so we will making more video for you.
Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
Have a great day.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Click the link in the notes below this YouTube video to get a copy of all the resources described in this video and a free copy of my ebook, How I Fired My Boss and Traveled the World. And while you're there, check out our 80 Retire Cheap reports and the course that teaches you how to make money as you travel the world.